Good afternoon, everyone. So, today is a sit and pull clothes and drink coffee kind of day. It's going to be extremely hot today here in Davis. It's going to be in the 90s. We're seriously debating on going to Allsup's. But I figured I'd come on here and just sit and chat and not really have, a kind of tarot thing, but just chat about anything and everything that pops up. And this is cold coffee, so nice, lovely cold coffee. So, pardon my mess, but I have been putting this forever, and I am running out of places to put clean clothes. But I think we will be good for a while on clean clothes. I'm going to attempt to do that toy room of hers and her room. So this is not too much. That can go with something else. Hello. What dog's barking at? Going crazy out there. Got some crazy dogs. Let's see which one he's got. This is like, I love these pillowcases that are black. Black is like one of my favorite colors. If I had my own house, which I really want to do, I want to get back into the working business, but I think that's going to probably be like, I don't know. During when school's back, because I don't really have time to watch my daughter. Even if I do an interview right now, so it's really hard. But, no. I don't know if that's hers. That can go away. This is hers. I don't look like it fits her. See you later on. So, aside from doing tarot and everything else, I am a single parent and a mom first. And Mo, what was that about? And I just want y'all to see, that part of my life, because that's the most important part, is me being a mom and taking care of my daughter. Her, I think this is her OU shirt. Yep. OU shirt. Her auntie made sure that she had OU. Because we are an OU family. Most of my in-laws, and I say most because there is one stray that is not an OU fan anymore, but she once upon a time was. And it's my sister-in-law Kim. I don't know where she is now. They live in Oklahoma. So I thought it was like, it is time to get down to cleaning. So patriotic leggings. We good to wear like for the 4th of July. So my niece's birthday is coming up in next month. She will be 6. And her birthday is July 2nd. So, yeah. And at first, we was just gonna have a joint party because a friend of hers, actually her boyfriend's niece has the same birthday, and they was just going to combine it, but there was some issues, let's just put it that way. The daddy did not want to do that or anything like that, so yeah, it was like, okay, because he didn't want anything to do with his ex-wife, and and on like that topic there, I feel it's your daughter's day. It's her day, her birthday. It's not the parents' birthday. It's not. You should do the adult thing and put differences aside, put grudges aside, and come together on that day to celebrate the child that y'all helped brought into this world. But sometimes it don't go that way at all. So yeah, it's like, okay. And I was telling my best friend about it, Carrie. I was like, they really need to step back, shush their mouths, and say, okay, this isn't about us. This is about our daughter. We need to be adults, and we need to set everything aside that we have going on with us, the problems, and just come together and be there for it on her birthday. But you never know. So we're just going to have separate birthdays and celebrate hers separately. And just do it that way. So it's like, okay, do we know what's happening for the birthday party? And she's like, well, such and such wanted to do it this way, but Daddy-O does not want to help out. And I was like, okay, well then we'll just have a cookout for her. Have her birthday party. It goes like that. Because there should be no need for her birthday to be on hold because of somebody else. It is her day to celebrate her birthday and coming of 6. So okay, I know these have to be my nieces. Put that aside. I think that's what's really important. I know my daughter's biological father was in the picture, but she isn't. But that's on him. I would be like, we need to come together for our daughter's birthday because that's what's the best thing to do. For one day, whether we don't like each other or not, or we don't get along or not, or do, we need to make this a good day for her. What? Oh, you hear elephant? Yep. And on the daddy issue, my daughter has informed me that she wants me to find someone to be her daddy. There's like no good guys here in Dumas. None. At all. And I think a part of that is nowadays I am very, very cautious of the person that I have around my daughter. We have had two that just did not work out, and I just strongly disapproved of the 2 guys that I was with. Left those relationships in an instant. The guy thought that he was very much controlling. He could tell me what to do. Another time I was in my 30s. I'm like, dude, I am 30-something. And it ain't happening. It is just not happening. And I looked him up on something that was brought to my attention because I exactly wanted to see what exactly his charge was. Did not like it. I don't think those fit you.
Mama,
These are
do
mine.
you know I am you?
Huh?
You know?
What do I know?
You.
You what?
I am you.
You are me? Yeah, you are a meanie me.
No, like I am you. Like somebody looks like the little girl,
Uh-huh.
and somebody looks like her, and she said, "I am you."
Ah. And that's what you were? I don't even know what that is. Made you smile. That's what my little one does. She has all that couch and she goes to the very end of it. All these suckers and none of them have matches.
Mama,
What?
look.
Are you watching something? Mo, careful, I get close here.
I know.
What do you want?
I want you to fold my blanket. You're so cozy.
It's so what?
So cozy.
It's so cozy.
And itchy out in here.
Hold on, I'm gonna put this stuff up and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can tell, I am in a different room. I'm in the hallway because I got more clothes to fold over here. And they are the big blankets for my daughters. So, but she's in the living room. She can wear this. It's sick. Probably got too good on her. Next year though, I'll keep it. Such a cute little shirt. But it's too small here. Of course. She can still wear. fridge. What are you doing?
I
You
want to
can't even
see.
see yourself. No.
I want to see them. I am a baby. I am a baby. I am a baby. I am a baby.
Alright.
I love you.
Why don't you go on my phone and do that? And I'll post it on YouTube, okay? That was my lovely daughter. She is a very photogenic little girl. When the camera's on or my laptop's on camera, she is right there. I think salmon uses. That is a sheet. That one, just put it right here. I love these because they're so me. Oh. So I was watching a video of a girl that has been on YouTube for quite some time, and how she struggled with eating disorder. And how when she very first started, she looked healthy. Now she looks healthy, and she looks happier and everything. And what people don't realize in this mess of things of, becoming a YouTuber, influencer, or famous, or anything, is that hurtful comments, whether the person shows that they affect them or not, it does affect them. It does affect them, because you don't know. Okay, you don't know what that person's going through mentally, emotionally, until you've been literally in that person's shoes. So, and it pained me to see those comments that people did. Because as a mom, I would be crushed. I would be devastated to see those kind of comments. Anyway, as a parent, we don't want. Denial is a big thing. Any disorder, any kind of issue, we don't want to think that our child has it. And that goes with even drug habits, drug addictions. So it's like, so we kind of like brush it aside and don't deal with it because we don't want to admit that our child has a problem. And that acts as an enabling agent in the matter. In any kind of disorder or illness that deals with, drug, eating disorders or anything, you can be an enabler even if it isn't a drug. By just turning a blind eye to it. So, that's a big issue. think laundry will. Ah. So much laundry. Oh my word. I'm running out of room. It is hot. Alright, so I'm gonna come back over here. Sit down for a minute. Oh, my face is so oily. So yeah, you know, did I subscribe to her channel? Yes, I did, because you know what? She needs all the support. She thinks she's getting healthy. And she needs to know that everything is going to be okay. There is supporters. There's people that actually do care, that are not going to be judgmental and say, bunch of bullshit. That's what I say. This is a bunch of bullshit. And it just goes to show down here that bullying is not acceptable in my category. I grew up, my whole entire existence when I lived in Soundray, Texas, was nothing but people bullying me. And I could not. And then I have had cousins that have been bullied. And I almost lost a cousin because of it. And that was like not acceptable in my thing, you know, because that's my blood, that's my family. You don't hurt what's mine. And I wanted to unleash 3 kinds of holy hell on the people that were doing that to her, because she almost ended it. She almost ended her life. And thank goodness my aunt literally took her out of that school and put her into getting some help. I mean, because both of my Aunt Tammy's daughters have always been very beautiful ever since they were even born. They had this beautiful hair, you know, and everything, and they were just truly beautiful kids. And to see someone bullying one of them was very hurtful to me. Because in my eyes, I helped with those girls, and they are like my own kids in a way. And so I was like, I really truly hated hearing that. And we always say that old saying, sticks and stones can break our bones, but words will never hurt us. That's not true. Words carry a lot of weight and a lot of power to them. You can destroy a king with telling the story of that king and given him a blemish. You was just a story. It can just be a story. That's how powerful words are. I'm not a biblical person. I am a witch. But before there was even written words, there was always the word of mouth. And it carries power. I mean, our deities or whoever you believe in, there's always some sort of creation story. And we are, if it's Wiccan, if it's the craft, if it's Christianity, each culture has its own creation story and how the earth and the world was made. There was no written word. It was all by word of mouth, which shows you how powerful our words can be. And let me get my little ashtray over here. So, that lets you know this little saying is not true. Words carry more power than sticks and stones. Because whether you can heal quickly from someone, hitting you with a stick or something, but the inner turmoil and abuse of words take a whole lot longer to heal than just the actual hitting somebody. So, and it's sad because we try so hard to squish the bullying, and now there's this thing as cyberbullying, and whether people think it's not the same, it is the same. It is the same. And it just, I don't know. It pains me to believe that, we have not evolved into really enlightened people. And we have caught up in the bullshit. We say change is good. But we don't want to change ourselves. We want everything else to change, but we are not willing to change ourselves. And then let's get into Jeffree Star. I am so glad that he grasped the concept of what this COVID really is about. In a way, it was for people to stop what they're doing and reflect. And that is what he did. That is what this COVID thing is truly about. It's about us stopping and taking things for granted and get back to what really is important. which is family, which is our health, our mental. It's about our inner peace. And if we're caught up in our day-to-day lives of work and business and everything, we truly do not, we get lost. We lose ourselves in what makes us happy. And it's, why are you throwing it at me? I don't want it. And so we create our inner turmoil because we have to always constantly be on the go. We have to constantly do this, we constantly do that. And that's when this retrograde comes in. And whether it's Gemini, Mercury, Taurus, whatever, it's about self-reflection. It's about going deep into ourselves and that ego and dealing with that ego. And if we don't take a stop from it and reflect, that's when the trickster comes in and goes, okay, so you're not listening to your inner beings, you're not listening to your inner goddess, you're not listening to your inner god, you're not listening to your spirit guides, or your intuition. I'm going to get your attention by making something happen. That is going to be your wake-up call. And so yeah, it's like knocking on the door. Are you going to let me in? We're going to talk this about. You're going to deal with your ego. And you're going to deal with the inner things that you suppress. And become more awakened. Or are you going to just, am I going to have to send a trickster? So, with that being said, this trickster comes in, computers crash, things don't start working, cancellations happen. It is that not so subtle thing to get your attention to say, okay, what is this message? What am I needing to hear from my intuition? What am I needing to hear from my spirit guides, my team? And then that's when everything goes back into order and we deal with it. And I loved what he said. He said basically that he has kind of now more, to me he was saying he is more awakened to, to be more on a higher vibration than anything. And he got, the help that he needed. He got the therapy and he's dealing with those issues now, which in the long run, when you do that, you are going through the shadow self because you're dealing with those things in your life that you have put in the back of you and not dealt with it. And so now it's like this comes to being, you don't deal with it. This causes so much issues. And it deals with, he said, mental health. And when his therapy is teaching him how to deal with, why he reacts the way he does to some things, and when that is shadow work. That is shadow work in a nutshell. The things that we know are going to be painful to bring up in the forefront of our lives is going to be, it's going to hurt, and there's going to be tears, but then there's also going to be that relief and that clarity and that feeling like a weight has just been lifted off of your shoulder? Does it say that, you know, after you do this for this one time, that you stop doing it? No. It's a day-to-day process. It's a monthly process. It is a lifetime of doing shadow work. And that's what it's all about. And I mean, there is so much information on doing shadow work. You can journal, you can use tarot if you're a tarot person. But it's all about healing. And it's all about saying, you know, even if it's a note or a letter to that inner child, and you've given that inner child that has been hurt so long that little extra hug, saying, if there is anything I can tell that younger self of me, what would it be? To me, it would be, you are going to go on a crazy adventure. You're going to go on and find your way. And there's going to be loss. There's going to be hiccups along the way. There's going to be heartbreak. But in the end, you will become stronger. You will become wiser. And you will have the most beautiful experiences being a mother. And taking in what you have learned. Keep pushing through and keep doing what you believe in your heart is best for yourself, for your authentic self. Don't get caught up in what others want you to do. Don't lose yourself when you're in a relationship, because then that makes it that much harder to get back to who you truly are, to your authentic self. But that, honestly, I believe would be the one thing that I would tell myself is, as a child, if I saw myself as a child, I would give the knowledge of stay true to yourself. Don't let the world turn you cold. Don't let others influence you, basically, because that is where you lose yourself. It's okay not to make everyone happy. It's okay to step back and say no. But in the long run, you know, I might have lost my 2 other children, but I would not have the little girl I have now. And I truly wouldn't do anything different. I really wouldn't, because of my experience and what I've been through has made me stronger. And I feel like I'm happy with who I am. I am a mom. I am a witch. I am a tarot slinger. I am all those things. I am a best friend. I am always there for my friends and those who I consider that are near and dear to me. They're in my pack, and I will always do that. I will always, I don't care what time it is, I will always find time, even if it is 3 o'clock in the morning, to listen to my friends. But I also would love to give them the advice of being an alpha female. You're going to stand alone and out from the rest. You don't need an alpha male, because you are the alpha of your pack. And we're very much loners. And yes, it gets very lonely at times. And, you know, there's times that I wish I had an alpha male, my equal. But then I think, you know, I am very set in my ways. I am a Taurus. And I am so used to it just being me and my daughter that I don't think I would know how to act to having a mate. I love being, you know, I get to live vicariously through my friends that have boyfriends or that have mates. And I see what they go through. What? Was that you? Don't.
I was going to scare the fly.
Sorry about that. That was my daughter.
Shoot, shoot, shoot!
But yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's just, I see the troubles that they go through with male issues and men issues. And I've had like 5 years of that. And then my other 5, I tried to get back on the dating scene, and yeah, that just wasn't working out the way I wanted it to, and it opened my eyes to say, you know, maybe right now is not the time to have a mate. Maybe right now I am just supposed to work on me and my daughter and, you know, enjoy it just being us. Whether, you know, she wants mommy to have a mate, so she'll have the daddy. And it's hard. It really, really and truly is hard, because her best friend, which is my best friend's daughter, which I helped kind of raise, you know, she talks about her daddy. And when my daughter comes to me and she goes, Mommy, I want a daddy. It's like, you want me to date somebody that will be your daddy? And she's like, yeah. And I mean, and that did crush my heart. But then I had to step back and I had to think, I want the right man for her. I see all my friends that go through these women, that go through these men, everything. And I'm like, I don't want that for her. I want the right man for us, that is going to be there through thick and thin, that is going to see her as the princess she is, that is going to nurture that side of her, and where she is going to be his world and do everything and anything for her and me. And that's not to say that person isn't there, but there is somebody there for me and for my daughter to be that perfect father figure for her. And until that person comes, I'm not going to really rush into anything. You know, I'm going to, when the time is right, I feel he will come. I feel he will come and we will meet. And I will know. I will know it in my heart. I will know it in my soul. That is the other half that completes me. That complements me. And that's going to be that daddy that my daughter so wants. And it's going to be well worth it, because I did wait for the right person instead of going through all these men. But I am going to get off here, and I hope y'all have a beautiful Tuesday, and know that y'all are truly blessed, and sending out all the love in the world to the ones that are struggling with addictions, to the ones that are struggling with disorders, with any kind of mental health issues. Keep fighting the fight. It is going to be okay. In the end, y'all will be the ones that will be more awakened. Bye.